Election Day, ladies and gentlemen. It is Election Day. Woohoo! I'm your host, Shane Spirig.
And I'm Maria Satira. Tonight we obviously have our usual fabulous news, but considering in fact it is Election Day, Sam and Brandon will be updating you throughout tonight's show, so stay tuned.
It seems as though we cannot get through a show without mentioning that some celebrity is pregnant. So tonight, our congratulations go out to supermodel Nikki Taylor, who is expecting a child in March with her husband, NASCAR driver Bernie Lamar. It will be the couple's first child, although Taylor already has 13-year-old twin sons from a previous marriage. And no worries, I'm sure she'll be back to her supermodel shape in no time. They're abnormal like that.
It's always interesting when a star gets arrested. It's even more interesting when someone like country singer Brad Paisley gets arrested. Calm down, country fans. The arrest was just a prank that his tour mate, singer Joel, came up with. Upon arriving at an airport in Nashville, two men dressed as police officers placed Paisley into an unmarked cop car and charged him with serious crimes. Brad alleged that he had never done anything wrong in his life. I believe him. Once he found out he'd been punked, he said it was the best prank that had ever been pulled on him. Sounds like a good time. It also seems like a good time over there with Brandon and Sam. What's going on, guys?
Hey guys, we are here for your election update. It seems so far Obama has 174 electoral votes, while McCain has 69
and only 270 to win.
All right. But that means there's only 238 total. So we have a little bit of time, but that means the public votes are 50% for Obama, 49% for McCain. That's all we have for right now. We'll be back in a little bit to keep you posted correctly. Thank you.
That was a lot of numbers for me to handle, I'm not going to lie. But speaking of Brad Paisley, his new album, Play, comes out today. Other CDs dropping today are rapper Q-Tip's The Renaissance. Can't say that I'm a huge fan, but I'm sure there's some out there. And also, long-lost singer Dido's latest album, Safe Trip Home, will be released. Where that girl has been, I do not know.
Well, I don't know either, Shane, but I know that Celebrity of the Week, we have quite the interesting person. We have someone that hasn't been getting as much attention as other presidential candidates like Barack Obama and John McCain. So we decided to give him a little bit of attention of our own. Running for the Independent Party is Ralph Nader, and his vice presidential candidate is Matt Gonzalez. Although their party is not being shown in the popular vote, you never know what the polls will end up showing. When Nader was asked if he was worried about his reputation concerning running in the election, he responded, "Who cares about my legacy? My legacy is established. They're not going to tear seatbelts out of cars. I look at the future. That's what's important." Well, good luck to Ralph Nader and his party. Speaking of someone who I think should run for president is our floor director, Zach. Zach, what's up? And Zach's not ready.
Usual.
How you guys doing today? What's on my mind? Absolutely nothing.
The Redskins lost.
The Redskins did lose, and that's why I don't have any hair anymore. They did horrible. I actually flipped out multiple times in my room because, oh my God.
Because the Steelers were great.
Right.
Can we have you say that
They are the
statement?
best team,
Steelers
right?
were good, but Obama's going to win. So it's, it's like I feel fine, though. Like, that's what's on my mind. I feel good because I know Obama has this in the bag.
So you're saying president matters over
Actually-
football?
It
Actually,
does.
I heard
Presidents
Ralph
do.
Nader's gonna win.
Ralph Nader doesn't have a chance, even if the electoral thing completely messed up. I don't even know what I was going to say. That was stupid. Anyways, the fact is, you know, Obama's going to win. That doesn't mean anything. And I know, I hear you guys over there. We're going to hurry up. Brandon, we'll see you soon. And we'll take it out from there. See you guys later.
Former SNL cast member Maya Rudolph is back.
Shake things up.
With the Barack Obama Variety Half Hour, it's time to have some fun.
The fake Obamas and the real ones are leading in the polls.
Now it's solid. Solid as Barack. That's what this leading.
The whole Democratic gang's here.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
Obama's shadow, Bill Clinton.
Don't you forget about me. Don't.
Let's not forget Joe Biden.
Remember this. If Barack Obama is elected, we will have a crisis. Live from New York, it's Saturday night!
SNL's ratings are through the roof.
All the Mavericks in the house, put your hands up.
She dressed up like Tina for Halloween, I heard. Which I think she's still doing.
Will Ferrell reprised his role as George W. Bush.
When you're in the voting booth, before you vote, sure this
And SNL once again spoofed CNN.
Okay, let's get right to the mega map.
This time, John King's Magic Wall.
Check out Michigan, I can make it bounce.
Well, I can make Michigan bounce too. I mean, we all know that if necessary.
Everyone's watching. The stakes in this election and at SNL couldn't be higher.
I'm not choking tonight. I'm not gonna choke.
Yeah, that's great.
I
I'm
mean,
not going to trip on that word.
I am not gonna trip on that word. The cost is just too high.
Solid. Yes, it is. Solid as Barack.
That's what this show is. That's what we got.
And welcome back to RMU Tonight. As usual, I'm here to help you out with what to wear when you go out. It's time for the fashion don't of the week. This week's tip is, don't wear unflattering patterns. Let's take a look at some examples of what exactly I'm talking about. Here is example number 1. Although I am a fan of animal print, I am not a fan of colored animal print. If a leopard was meant to be red, it would be, and guess what? It's not. Also, let's not mix our prints, okay? I can't even tell what the purse is exactly, a mix of tiger and leopard. Either way, it's a don't. And next we have 2 pics of people who can't match apparently. I'm not sure I've ever seen patterns like this before in my life. And I think I saw someone wearing a jean vest that probably should not have seen the light of day after about 1989. Don't let yourself look like these people.
In case you missed our football team's home game on Saturday, we won. Congratulations, Colonials. Also, please note that the Winter Guard tryouts will be taking place soon. If you're not aware of what Winter Guard is, it's like the color guard that performs with the band, but it's indoors and without the band. There will be an informational meeting this Thursday in the cafeteria dining room at 5:15. Anyone is invited to come. There will be 2 clinics on November 12th from 9 to 11 p.m. and on the 13th from 5 to 7 p.m. Trials will take place on November 15th from 2 to 4. For more information, contact Cassandra at cnwst3@mail.rmu.edu. So Shane, what do you think the worst thing to do on a first date is?
Well, although I could think of lots of things, I'm gonna go with farting as one of my big no-nos.
So bodily functions.
Bodily functions, yeah, pretty gross.
Okay.
Don't talk about an ex-girlfriend.
That's a good one too. And
Yeah.
don't check girls out. I would
Yeah.
say that.
Let's
It's
no
pretty
girls
offensive.
other than you
Okay.
on the date.
Girls, only your date.
Yeah.
Only your date.
I
All
totally
right, well,
agree.
prepare yourself because next, as usual, we're looking out for your well-being. So we've got a little video about what not to do on a first date.
Follow my lead. If you follow my lead, follow my lead. Baby, follow my lead. Follow my lead.
Interesting. Well, that was interesting. Poor Chris Hutter. Apparently, you're just not supposed to take Chris Hutter out on a first date. I don't really know. But yeah, poor Chris and poor horrible things that happen to people on their first dates. I actually can't really remember my first date, to be perfectly honest. But I think that we have some election updates. So let's go over to Brandon and Sam and check it out.
We do have election updates, but first let's adjust our ties.
Yes.
Just like they do on
It's
CNN.
like professional.
All right, it seems that Obama is now at 194 and McCain is at 69, making it 263 total, but...
You only need 270 to win.
So it seems like Obama
He's
is
pretty
winning the
close.
race. And that's all we have.
Not what I like.
Thanks, guys. Just a reminder, registration for spring classes has begun. If you don't know what time you're supposed to register, be sure to check out the registration status section on the current students page on RMU's website. Also, make sure to get your advisor's signature or you won't be able to register. Have fun with scheduling. Also, after an exciting Halloween weekend, it's time to find something else to do this weekend that does not involve candy or dressing up in a ridiculous costume. This Friday, the movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall will be playing at Romo's at 8 p.m. Yeah, on Friday. And on Saturday, the men's Division I club hockey team will be playing Buffalo at 3:45 and again on Sunday versus Niagara at 12:30. Well, Maria, since I can't remember my first date, do you remember yours?
Kind of. I remember in 6th grade, this guy that I thought was really cute asked me to go to a football game with him, like high school football. And it was huge because we were in middle school, and I mean, middle schoolers don't really go to that. But yeah, it was fun. But let's go over to Brandon and see what is going on tonight in our contest. Brandon?
Thanks, Shane and Maria. Hi, I'm Brandon Gross, your contest host for tonight on RMU Tonight. The contest is pretty simple, easy, and definitely in the spirit of the election. Say you just become a new president. Oh, that feels good, thank you. Say you become the new president and, you're making my voice sound kind of weird right now. And, you know, you're making me go off track, thank you. It feels good, thanks so. Anyways, sorry people. The contest is pretty much, you're going to give a speech, that's all it is. But before we get to the contest, let's just talk about the trailer that we have for you tonight, and then let's watch it. Tonight's movie is Role Models. And personally, I cannot wait to see this movie because it's going to be hilarious. And Well, you know what? Let's just cut to the trailer, please. Thank you. I want to watch this.
Why do we still do this job?
This is the best job in the world, man. We get to wear awesome outfits, and it's totally easy to do hungover.
Let's rock West Academy.
The energy drink, Minotaur, is good.
Woo! Taste the beast! Minotaur! Oh, gosh.
A large black coffee.
Do you mean a venti?
No, I mean a large.
Venti is a large coffee.
Really? Says who? Fellini?
You know what? You've been picking fights with everybody. I can't stand it anymore. I'm moving out.
Woohoo! Good morning, Flexible.
Your electricity is out.
Just doing my part to save this big blue planet.
Your water is shut off, too.
Like I said.
Oh, hey!
Whoa! It's all right, we're here. You can let it down. Too late. It's already up.
Destruction of school property, vandalism. They wanted to give you 30 days in jail.
What?
But I worked my magic on the judge, and instead, you have community service. You're going to Sturdy Wings.
We bring adults and children together to enhance the lives of these children through one-on-one friendships.
I'd already prefer jail.
Your kid's name is Augie Farks. This is Danny. He wants to be your new friend.
I wasn't really 100% yet. Don't judge me.
No worries, my liege. Ronnie's one of our youngest. No one's lasted more than a day. But I think you're perfect because you're young and you don't want to go to prison.
What up, Ronnie?
I don't want to take my pants off.
What? Been talking to him for half an hour. Kid's barely said a word. I don't want to be alone with him, Danny. Oh.
No. What are you doing?
Maybe you should think about losing the cape.
People tend to avoid people in capes.
This fall.
She got some boobies on her.
Never stare at the boobies, kid.
But how?
It's called training. You don't think I've noticed the 34 C's directly to the left of us?
Boobies.
Don't look over there. Look here.
It will take a couple of boys.
Are you sewing?
Yeah, this is my country's We would like to invite you to be a soldier in the Xanthian army.
To make them men.
This community service has given me some perspective. You complete me. You had me at hello.
Oh, God, Danny.
Good, guys. Woo! Suck it, reindeer games.
I'm not Ben Affleck.
You what? Then you Ben Affleck.
You are white. It's true, I am white.
Let's go.
Role models.
See you tomorrow, Ronnie. Oh,
If you don't have time to watch commercials about what movies are coming out soon, don't worry. On November 14th, Quantum of Solace hits theaters. It's the latest installment in the Bond movies and has a strange name, so it should be interesting. Also, if you're trying to satisfy your inner child, Madagascar 2 comes out to theaters on November 7th. Who doesn't enjoy a good cartoon every now and then? And I think now this evening has been filled with lots of election and lots of first dates, we might actually get to check out the first date video.
Follow my lead, baby, I could be all you need. If you follow my lead, follow my lead. I'll hold you down, put your trust in me. Baby, follow my lead, follow my lead. I think God made you for me. Follow my lead, follow my lead. I'm the one girl in town you'll see. Baby, follow my lead. Ready? Follow my lead, baby, I could be all you need. If you follow my lead, follow my lead. I'll hold you down, put your trust in me. Baby, follow my lead, follow my lead. I think God made you for me. Follow my lead.
Did you get any napkins?
Did you want me to get some?
Did you bring any forks?
Did you need a fork? I just got a sandwich.
Nah, we're good.
Follow my lead, baby, I could be all you need. If you follow my lead, follow my lead. I'll hold you down, put your trust in me. Baby, follow my lead, follow my lead. I think God made you for me. Follow my lead.
You didn't shave. Hair's alright. I guess. Oh, this chicken reminds me of. Imagine the time I had a pet chicken named Polo. Polo was my favorite chicken ever. And then he died, and my mom couldn't dare to cook him up, so we gave him to a farm. And I miss Polo. I miss him so much. Oh, I remember a time when he started to molt. It was so cute because his feathers.
Hey, man, what's up? She's all right. She's hot. No, I'm on a date. A date.
I'm talking to myself.
Hold on. She's starting to talk to other guys, so I gotta get going. No, hit me back. No, hit me back. Did you just check him out? Oh, hit me back. Hit me back. No. You got syphilis too? Thank God you made sure of that. I'm serious. This is the third case we've had this year. We need to stop going to that little...
Syphilis caused by chickens?
No. My friends and I go to this little place downtown. No, I'm telling you, I'm on a date. On a date.
I'm done. I'm done.
So get this.
What do you mean?
You can get pretty much anything you want here. All kinds of stuff. I think this is a good time to tell you. I'm married.
Me too.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to RMU Tonight. And well, we're going to get started with our contest portion of tonight. Well, we're going to get started with this contest, and my first contestant is Elisa. I think that's what her name is, because it's hard to pronounce. It's Elisa?
Yeah.
All right, Elisa. Usually I say Alyssa, but it's Elisa, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Can you please do your acceptance speech for any kind of award you can think of?
All right.
So, you know the deal.
All right. Well, you know, I'd like to. I'd like to thank all my fans for voting me better than Shelby. And you know, I was with my roomie. And, you know, my family and my friends. Maria for my future roomie. And you know, all the kids at RMU. That's all. That's all I have for you.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what you were accepting, but thank you. Our next contestant is Shelby. Can you please give us your acceptance speech?
Sure. Well, Elisa had it all wrong, because I'm getting the award for being better than her, not her better than me. So I would like to thank her for allowing me to be better than her. And I'd like to thank my beta fish, Sushi, whom is chilling in my room right now with my roomie. Hey, rooms. And Maria, thank you for allowing me to be nominated. I'm speechless.
Thank you, Shelby. Clean off a little bit, thank you. All right, and for our last contestant is our floor director, Zach, because you know he always has something to say. Please give us your acceptance speech and make sure it's good.
Oh, I will make sure it's good. Let me get some chips real quick. I should get some chips. Ah! It won't come out. I will. I will. What was the word?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Thank you. I'm about to run. Whoever we are about to run to. Shane, you take over, Shane. You do your thing. It's delicious. Good. Shane! Shane, pass it to you.
I'm here.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
I don't think Zach wins because he's the only one that didn't thank me in his little acceptance speech.
That's-
so Zach,
that's
you're
true.
out. Between Shelby and Elisa, who both of you, I really love you for coming tonight.
It's your
love
call.
You.
It's your call. Stepping back.
Let's go, Shelby, because she almost choked at the end.
So winner Shelby. Round of applause.
Shelby, good job.
Woo!
A real acceptance speech?
You wanna give a real one?
You just won.
You know, I'm a little choked up with crackers in my mouth because I can't swallow them.
I think we all have crackers in our mouth.
We do.
Yeah, except for me.
But thank you.
Because he's a loser.
I
This
got that
is your
vibe.
award,
Come back.
and have fun.
Oh, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, take it.
Bye.
All right.
All right, Shane, can you hear me now? All right, take it, Shane.
Good.
Okay, good.
Thank you. So,
Why did
who
you
loved
mention
Disney
that?
Pixar's Madagascar? I know I already told you about that it's coming out, but prepare yourself because now you're going to get to see the trailer. So enjoy.
Struts, check. Flaps, check. Engine, check. Coffee maker, check. Buckle up, boys. Launch!
New York City, here we come, baby.
Skipper, we may be out of fuel.
Don't look dull.
This might get hairy.
It's more fun when you raise your arms like these. Deploy!
Whoa. Where are we? San Diego. This time I'm 40% sure. I think it's Africa.
How? We offer only happiness and good greetings. Sorry. Hello, everybody. Your new king is here. Maurice, I think they like me.
Let's dance.
You got it.
Yeah, that's a bummer, man.
Well, as much as I really do love Madagascar, let's move on to some ridiculous, stupid news. A car thief from California recently stole another vehicle so that he could show up to his court date, which was for stealing cars. Apparently, there were dogs left in the car and people called the police. The police then discovered the vehicle was stolen and the man was found guilty of his prior thefts, only to return to his newly stolen car to be charged with yet another theft, and this time animal abuse. How dumb can you be? At what point did stealing another car to get to your court date for stealing cars become a good idea? I don't really know, but is a bus really that bad?
In even more hilarious vehicle news, a man in Poland trusted his GPS so much he followed its directions directly into a lake. Yeah, he ignored the numerous signs saying dead end, lake ahead, and plunged into it anyway. He and his fellow two passengers were okay because they waited on the roof until rescue vehicles arrived. And they say women are bad drivers. Both of these people were men and were dumb. You think something would have gone off in his head like, oh no, lake ahead, hit the brakes. Nope, not this guy. He just kept going. Oh well, it's time now for another update on the election. Sam and Brandon?
All right, well, not much has changed, except now Obama is leading with 199 and McCain has 78. But
And if you didn't understand the first two times, it only takes 270 to win.
and that's all we have because we can't count over
No,
here.
no, she can't.
Back
I
to
can't.
you.
It's okay because I really can't count either. But as always, thanks for joining us on RMU Tonight.
Be sure to join us every Tuesday at 9:30 on Channel 98. Hey, Brandon.
Have a good week, RMU.
Great show, great show.
All right, meeting time.
On the Pitt Boston College game, Ryan.
Okay, Chris, it was a pretty close game. Boston College scored a touchdown with just 3 minutes left to tie the game at 17. It wound up going into overtime where Pitt's Josh Cummings kicked a 27-yard field goal to secure the win. Final score from Heinz Field, Pitt 20, Boston College 17.
Wow, something else. Panthers prevail over BC here today. Robert Morris trying to come from the depths. They're now 12 down, 22-10 as we have entered the fourth and final period of play here at the Moon.
Well, that's a big victory for Walt Harris, whose team has really been under siege this week in the media and all over the community, really. And that's a big victory over a pretty good team in the Big East. So
Walt Harris himself has been under siege.
Oh, they really have, and it's been ugly. It's been ugly for the last week or so. Ever since the victory really over Temple, a program that was demolished by Bowling Green. But let's get back to this game. That was a big stand by Robert Morris. They had a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line, hold them to a field goal, and now the offense got to get the ball moving.
Dayton getting that field goal with 14:56 left. And now the kickoff. End over end, Tall, taken at the 10. Devin Wilson on the return. And Wilson brings it back to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Robert Morris with the football.
Drew Geyer this afternoon, Chris, 11 of 21, 155 yards and 1 interception. He's yet to throw for a touchdown, and that's kind of an interesting situation because he has not been held without a touchdown the entire season. Drew Geyer has been able to throw at least 1 touchdown pass in the opening 6 games of this season. Now Robert Morris would like to get a touchdown pass to try to draw closer than 12.
Geyer with a straight drop. He's being chased. He's going to throw. It's Rickards over the middle at the 35. The tight end has the football and rolls to the 38-yard line before he's finally dropped. On the play, it was Chance Walton and also Doug Jones in there on the stop, but it's a gain for Robert Morris. They're going to pick up 7 yards out to the 38.
Massey has been able to catch 5 for 94 yards on the afternoon, but 54 of that came on 1 reception. So Dayton's done a pretty good job holding him to 4 catches and 40 yards since that first catch in the first quarter.
Defense for Robert Morris has come alive. Dayton hasn't scored a touchdown in the last 37 minutes of play, so the Colonials have been able to stop them for all intents and purposes. Unfortunately, they've given up points on special teams, and they've allowed field goals as Devin Wilson runs the football back to the line of scrimmage at best, and that's it. 3rd down and 3.
The coverage by Dayton in their secondary has been awfully good, and Drew Geyer, when he gets time, has been able to get the football down the field, but not as far as he likes. He's been having to go to his secondary or checkoff receivers a lot more here in the second half.
Settles to the right. Massey is to the left. Split backfield is behind Drew Geyer, and he's going to take a straight, deep 7-step drop, and he's going to fire an in pass. It'll go to Mario Hines. He was the man out wide left, and Hines darting his way to the 45-yard line, and the Colonials will have a very badly needed 1st down as they trail by 12.
Hines did a nice job coming back to the pass, too, as he ran an out to the near sideline, but had to come back to grab the football and then turn it upfield, and didn't make the mistake of turning it upfield inside the 1st down marker. Made sure he had the yardage necessary at the 46-yard line.
Both Settles and Massey are into the right side. Stuart Ayers comes in, an extra tight end. He's at the right. Rickards is to the left. Single back is Kevin Drakeford. Geyer to pass. Flushed out of the pocket, throws downfield, a jump catch, caught And the Colonials have the ball downfield at the 43-yard line. Rupert Rickards, looking back at his quarterback's eyes, knowing he was in trouble, jumped high, made the grab, and held on for another Colonial first down.
5th catch of the afternoon by Rupert Rickards, and without a doubt his best catch. He needed to make that. He did make the catch at the 43. Geyer put it exactly where you have to put the football. Pretty good protection. He was rushed late, but he delivered the ball for that Robert Morris first down.
Now Hines to the left. The flanker out wide right is Massey. He comes in motion to the set. Geyer takes the snap, gives off to Devin Wilson. Starts out wide right, cuts back up the middle. He finds room at the 40-yard line and dives straight into the Dayton D, as leading the way that time, Chris Dirth, number 55. Man, we've talked so much about here today. Made the tackle. It is 2nd down and 7 for Robert Morris. Want to say hi to Gene Farrison. He's tuned in today. Gene, a little under the weather, couldn't make it out to the ball game today, but we wanted to make sure that we knew that Gene was tuned in, interested in the Colonials, and hopefully these Robert Morris guys can start mounting another comeback here. They trail 22-10, so hope Gene Farrison's having a good day at home. Here's Geyer to roll out to the right. He throws downfield long. Comebacker settles. Ran out of real estate on the far sideline at the 12. And it goes incomplete. And Settles might be shaken up on the play on the far side.
I think Dante had the wind knocked out of him as he tried to dive headlong for that ball on the left sideline. Give credit to the offensive line. Alonzo, Jean-Jacques, Stelner, Hartice, and Williams. They provided enough protection. Even with the fact that Drew Geyer's had to roll out at times to get a little bit more time. But they provided enough protection for Geyer to be pretty successful.
Well, Settles was running full blast, and he just gave up his body trying to come back and catch that football. And it was out of play. Settles is going to come to the near sideline now and get a breath. So the Colonials are looking at 12:01 left in the football game. Robert Morris is down 22-10 to the number 1 team in Division I AA mid-major football, the Dayton Flyers under Coach Mike Kelly. It's 3rd down and 7. Hines comes in for Settles. Moses Hernandez comes in right now for Magnone in the backfield. Wide split, Geyer to throw. He has to hurry. He's hit as he lets go of it. Wilson there makes the grab. No, he doesn't. He could not hold on at the 22. He was turning around looking for the football and reaching back for it. And Devin really never had possession. Doug Jones was with him step for step. Also in coverage was Chance Walton. And additionally for Dayton, Pat Wheel.
Well, it might have been a nice one to hang on to, but just as Geyer released that ball, he was hit by a blitzing linebacker, and that took a little steam off the football and caused it to be just slightly underthrown to Devin Wilson.
Michael Schlaffer had his last punt blocked for his safety. This time it's 4th down and 7. He's out near midfield, and we'll have to punt it away to the Flyers. This time they won't come. They're setting up for the return. He banks one end over end. It will drop at the 12. It bounces around. The Colonials could not find it down as it rolled around toward the end zone. Closest man to it was Jarvis Powers, and he had his back to the ball and didn't know where it was. By the time he caught up with it, touchback had been ruled.
Well, Jarvis was trying to get to it at the 3-yard line, but it took a healthy bounce for the Dayton Flyers into the end zone for a 40-yard kick, no return. And now it's going to be 1st and 10 Dayton, and Robert Morris cannot afford to allow Dayton to run first downs, and the clock is the worst enemy right now of the Colonials. If Dayton is able to get some first downs and drain this clock a little bit, they got a two-score lead right now.
1st and 10 Dayton, 11:45 left. 22-10 is the score as the Flyers lead it here as they have throughout this ball game. Robert Morris has not had a lead today. Here's a run to the near side, and this time rushing Josh Marino comes to the sideline and drags the running back down by his collar. And Steve Verhoff didn't like the treatment, but he got dropped after a 5-yard gain.
This is the 4th possession by Dayton, Chris, in the second half. And the previous 3, they've punted, had a field goal attempt, which was no good, and then punted again. So they also had that previous field goal by Resch of 27 yards to grab that 12-point lead.
Wide slot goes to the left side this time. I backfield. And Staley is in at quarterback right now. They give it off. This is Verhoff trying to turn the left corner. Hits the 25, dragged down at the 26. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And again, the Colonials string out the run play over to the far side. Michael Crandall was at the bottom of the pile, but there were a bunch of blue shirts over there with him. Josh Marino once again, who's had a whale of a day.
Mike Nicholas as well as Crandall was the guy who was the stringy, if you will. I think that was very aptly put as he took the ball and kind of just went lateral and didn't allow Verhoff to cut the football up. It's a big play here, 3rd and 4. If you get a stop here, you force them to kick and get the ball in pretty decent field position.
Wroblewski comes to the right side. To the left, it's Willie Will. Eye backfield, pro eye look for the Dayton Flyers. Staley with a deep drop. He looks, he sets, he wants to throw. He's not going to have a prayer. Jason Forrest grabbed him and just malleted him with that right arm, taking him down to the turf.
Second sack on the afternoon by Robert Morris. Couldn't have come at a more opportune time for Jason Forrest because the sack will put Dayton back at their 17-yard line, and we'll check the rush by Robert Morris. They got a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. A blocked punt would be just what the doctor ordered.
Jason Forrest blew past Ross Mrozik, who had to take his hands off of him for fear of getting a holding call. It's 4th down and long. Odell is in to punt. Colonial's going to have 2 men back deep. He bangs another line driver. This time it's going to angle to the far sideline, bouncing at the 50, so he didn't do what he needed to, and that's pinned the Colonials back. Instead, the field, again, special teams come into play, cut in half, and the Colonials will have the ball in Dayton territory here, I do believe. Let's see where they spot it. Yep, it will go to Dayton territory. They're going to be at the 46-yard line.
Only a 28-yard punt, so Robert Morris has great field position right now. Very unorthodox style of punting by Odell. He kind of just doesn't have any kind of form at all. Just tries to put the foot to the ball and get it out of problems.
Well, not far enough that time. Here is Robert Morris running the football, and this is Vince Magnone getting some punishing yards inside the 45, finally taken down at the 43-yard line. He's going to gain 3 on the carrier.
Here's something we haven't seen a lot of today, the sun, as it comes down, although the wind is really flapping right in Robert Morris's face, blowing from left to right on a 2nd down and 7 play.
22-10, Dayton in the lead. Slot left side wide for the Colonials. Geyer with a quick drop. He throws, and it's caught by Taiwan Massey at the 30, 25, 20. Massey, with 3 men on his tail, is finally dragged down at the 14-yard line.
The normally sure-handed tackling Dayton secondary that time missed on Taiwan Massey. And I'm not so sure as that's a missed tackle, but just a nice little